Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today's video is gonna be an exciting video. I think it is. I'm gonna do something that I'm not 100% sure if I'm ready for, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm going to use FSD to go up to Lookout Point on South Mountain, which is in southern Phoenix. Now this road has a lot of curvy turns and it's just kind of a crazy ride to be doing FSD on, but I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I do have a better route that I want to take if this does well. It's more curvy roads, ups and downs. It's kind of a crazy route as well, but I've already got the route set up. Let's just see how it does. I'm gonna be ready to take over the wheel just in case. My biggest concerns are, you know how drivers will cut the corner and go across that middle line, and that's my biggest concern. Other than that, let's see how it does. Let's get going, and I'm just gonna be ready. I'm just gonna be ready to grab the wheel and brake if I need to. So I've already passed the entrance gate. I wanted to make sure I got through because this is a state park type area. But I wanted to make sure I got through before I used FSD in case somebody was in the booth. But nobody was there. We're good to go. Now, if you're in southern Arizona and you like a really good sunset, this is the place to go. If you like a view of the city at night, Phoenix, then this is the place, one of the places to go. There's really two good places that I can think of that I've been, and they're just both outstanding. The city looks nice at night. Even though it's not going to be nice. Oh, I thought we already passed, but let's see how it goes. There's two gates apparently. Might have to take over here. Nope. It looks like it's all closed up. We're good to go. I thought the gate back there was the only one. Apparently there's another one. That's okay. So yeah, there is two great places. There's the hole in the rock and the surrounding areas of the hole in the rock, and this one here. And gives you really good sunsets at both locations. One's at the north side of town, or Phoenix, and then this one's at the south side. The north side is not a windy road or a test for FSD. It's more of a hike than it is of a road. Well, I hit that speed bump a little bit harder than I would like. Oh, three nice Corvettes, red, white, and blue. Parking area right here. This is very popular, as I was saying, because of the sunset. It's very popular at night for the sunset, and I wouldn't want to do this drive at that point because there's just way too much traffic. I mean, once you get up there, you cannot find a parking spot. You're waiting. And there's cars parked on the side of the road, which makes it even harder to get up there to the parking areas. So I wouldn't do this drive at night, not with FSD. So far, as we could see, we hit that speed bump pretty hard. I would have liked it to recognize that speed bump Maybe FSD can blame that it was going towards the sun, which, you know, is on its way down. So maybe it was too bright for him, but I'm making excuses for FSD, that's for sure. However, I do know that the sun being in the camera's eyes or camera's lenses does affect FSD for sure, as I have backed into a pole using FSD before. So let's see what this guy's doing. What are you doing, guy? All right, made the wrong turn. There is another scenic view that way, I believe. I've never been that way. There are a few of them along the top of the hill. One just on the other side of all those antennas. And then the one we're going is a little bit further down. And I do believe there's a couple more that I haven't been to yet. I like going to this one because you can get that nice scenic view of the city. That's crazy riding on a bicycle up here. I got a new camera. I'm gonna do a review. Not really a review, but maybe kind of like a showcase maybe. But I do want to get in reviews at some point. So, all right, now we're gonna get into all these turns and sharp turns. But I do want to pop up some of these views on the screen for you. So I do apologize for the reflection on the window. Trying to pay attention to the drive as well as get a few shots. I'll get some once we get way up there, and I'll pop them on the screen. That'll be a safer route to go. But FSD seems to be doing pretty good. There was a recent update, not to FSD per se, but it was more of the Tesla software itself. But when you look at the release notes, there is nothing to report. Just little tweaks to the software itself, nothing to FSD. However, you never know how they're going to interact with each other. So that's why I do these tests and keep going. Yes, I know that in my last video I said my break was over and I'm going to start popping out some videos. However, I had to take another little break. You know, life just keeps throwing some stuff at you and you just got to go with it. But FSD seems to be doing very well on all these turns and stuff. If you're able to see on the side of the road, there are, like, right at the road edge, there's some drop-offs, and it seems to be doing pretty good at staying away from those as well. All right, a bicyclist. Okay, let's see what it's gonna do. All right, it's gonna push around him. You can see we got 8 cameras. We can see around the turns a little bit better. Me, I would have waited until we got around that turn and then went. But 8 cameras are better than 2 eyes. We're almost almost up there already because there's no traffic really. I mean, up ahead there are some cars ahead of, like four or five cars up ahead of us. But let me tell you, it is hard to get up here at sunset. It is very, very popular. On my way back down, I'm not going to use FSD. However, I'll stop and take a few videos or a few images, still images, and I'll pop them up on the screen as we're going up. You know, in this video, so you can see the beauty that we're able to see. Like I said, I mean, it's 5:15 p.m. I won't be staying until sunset, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll come back. Maybe I'll come back up and get some nice shots, not using FSD. But we'll see. We'll see how I feel a little bit later. All right, we got a slower paced car. All right, seemed to have picked up his pace since we're behind him, I guess. Has anybody that has a Tesla had any issues with the current software? I haven't had any. Check that, because yesterday I was using FSD downtown, and I know that the reason I did a couple of tests, I drove downtown and I was driving in Chandler, Arizona, because in the next month or so, supposedly, Tesla's robo-taxi is supposed to be in town and actually, you know, taking routes. I don't know how true that is. I know Grok is saying that it is supposed to be in the first half of this year, and here we are into July. So if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Okay, did I choose a different place? Not the place I wanted to go? Maybe I chose the place behind the antennas. It looks like that's the case, and I'll just reroute it once we get up there, and I'll keep the film rolling, and we'll go to the other location. But it's okay that we came this way because of that slow traffic. We would have been just putting along, and definitely would not have been an interesting ride, that's for sure. Nice sharp turn. The FSD took that, no issues whatsoever. It stayed on our side of the road. It didn't have to, you know, cross over a little bit. I mean, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. FSD is really good. I've had, like I said, really no issues. As I was saying before, I was downtown yesterday using FSD, and Tesla tried to take a right on a one-way street, which was only going to the left. So I definitely had to take over at that point. Okay, well, we're going to a location that I have not been at yet. Well, when I was looking at the map, it's really hard to tell. And I didn't know the proper names for them. But actually, this might be all right. I might have to check this one out at night. Nice slow turn. All right. Yeah, nice view of the city. And like I was saying, it's better at night for sure. But not bad. Actually, this is looking over towards, I mean, you'll see it as I turn to leave this location, but the city is further to the left. This is, you can see the airport and the Tempe, Arizona area, where ASU is. All right, I found the correct location, and we're gonna see if we can get back to where we should be. I'm gonna push self-driving, see if we can do a turn to get out of here, but most likely you'll just probably back up and go to the left, since there's not a round parkway here. But let's get started. Did go to the, okay, let's see if he does a 5-point turn to get out of here. Sorry for the glare from the sun. As I said, that the sun is going down at this point. All right, so this point is called Buena Vista Point. Lookout. Buena Vista Lookout. The one we're going to is called Dobbins Lookout. Not bad, but I think he did cross the line in the middle. But these are not so wide roads either. Not for these type of turns. Now, like I was saying, up ahead you can see the antennas, and there is another point up there. Which isn't as bad, but you cannot see the city. You're on the opposite side of the mountain. You're on the south side of the mountain at that point. I hope you guys are enjoying these views. I always love, I used to have a motorcycle, and I used to ride up on these curves and, you know, these lookout points all the time. The one that I used to always do is up by Saguaro Lake and Roosevelt Lake. And what is the other lake? I can't remember off the top of my head right now, but there's a little country old west town. It's called Tortilla Flats. Really cute little town there. Okay. These people are not very safe. Car comes up over that hill, you're through. Especially if it's some young, I'm sorry to say this, but some young kid that likes to drive, you know, faster than they should around these corners. I used to be one of them. But yeah, riding these turns, windy roads up the hills and stuff on a motorcycle is so much fun. All right, now we're heading in the right direction. Of course, we got to stop at the stop sign. It would be nice on the 4th of July to be up here and just watching fireworks all across the city, all across the valley, both sides, west side and the east side. All right, now we are where we should be. FSD should come to a parking spot. Once again, sorry for the sun. All right, and that is it. Overall, I think that FSD did very well. Just that one speed bump at the beginning. It did good going around that bicyclist, around all the windy turns. It did well. And you know what? I think I'll keep this going all the way down. I think I'll keep it going all the way down. However, I'm going to cut away because I'm going to go get a few camera shots. All right, so let's start heading back down. Let's see what we can get into. I think it'll do good, of course, since it did very well going back up. Hopefully the sun is not too bright, since we'll be headed west a little bit. But let's just get started. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully you get some good views in. I'm going to pop up on the screen some video that I got of the sights from the lookout. We should be regen a lot on the way down. I was going to not record going down, and I was gonna pull over and get some shots and pop them up on the screen. But I think that it would be more interesting to just drive down, and you'll have some nice views, I think, anyway. As you can see, it's not very green here. It's all desert. I also like to fly drones and get some aerial photography. I have come up here and gotten several nice aerial shots, video, sunsets. Pretty amazing. What do you guys think about the drive up? Do you think FSD did pretty good? What are your thoughts? That truck is smoking, so I don't know if he's gonna be struggling. A lot of strain on the engine, and he's going uphill, so it's definitely not the brakes smoking. Nice turn. I was concerned about going downhill, wondering if FSD was going to cross over the yellow line, and it's doing pretty good. Don't like these cliff sides. When I'm not in control, but luckily he's doing pretty good. If I had my wife in the car right now, she'd be freaking out. She wouldn't want me to use FSD, that's for sure. Looking good. It's doing pretty good. Another concern that I was just thinking about is the sun's reflection on the guardrails. How would that play into it? But it seems to be doing pretty good. Of course, the concerns are on the corners. There's a spot up here. I'm gonna pull over. I'll end up taking over and taking over FSD. I want to pull over. I want to get a couple of shots, and I'll pop those up, and then I will bring you back when it's time to continue down the hill. So I'm gonna take over right here. All right, so let's get going. Let's head back down the mountain a little bit further, or all the way, the rest of the way, I should say. I hope you enjoy this view. I'll pop up a couple of videos that I got. And by the way, let me get started here, and then I'll talk about it actually. Let me just make sure we get turned around safely. So the camera that I was using external of the car is the new Luna Ultra by Insta360. And I think it is a phenomenal camera. Like I said, I'm gonna do not a full review because I'm late to that game. There's already several reviews out there, but I will give you my thoughts on the camera. But yeah, that's the new Insta360 Luna Ultra that they partnered with Leica to get an amazing camera. Now this right here is something new with not this recent update that I got today, but I think it was the last one where it'll pop up every once in a while and say that, hey, look, you got paid. We're going to be paying a lot more attention to you paying attention while in hurry mode. And it'll probably do it in Mad Max mode as well. I don't use Mad Max very often, so I think hurry is just fine as far as aggressiveness, and that's just the thing. I've said it before, I'll say it again. The different driving profiles, FSD profiles, the hurry, normal, Mad Max, sloth, chill, those are the aggressiveness of the car. Yes, as you go up to like Mad Max, it'll go faster, but you can set a max speed limit and still use Mad Max. So say the speed limit is 65 and you don't want to go over 75, over that 10 miles per hour, then you can set the max speed limit for 74. The car will still go 74 and still be in Mad Max and still be as of aggressive. So they're not speed profiles. They are the aggressiveness and how much they weave in and out of traffic, etc. So just bear that in mind. If you haven't seen my videos, I'll keep saying that because other people that I've watched reviews, they are always talking about speed. But it's the aggressiveness. It's how the car drives other than speed. All right, it picked up this one. Oh, a little bit fast. Wow. Yeah, it was a little bit too fast for that speed bump, that's for sure. And by the way, I was in hurry profile all the way up. I leave FSD in hurry. I rarely go down. So, all right, as we come to the end of this ride, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys got some good views. Of course, even though there's nobody here, we got to stop at the stop sign. I hope you guys enjoyed the views for the ride. I highly, we're going to hit this one fast. Oh. I highly encourage, if you have a Tesla, that you will give FSD another try. Most people, well, I don't want to say most people, but a lot of people use it. However, there are a lot of people that don't want to spend that. We're going to hit this one hard too. That don't want to spend that extra $100 a month for FSD. But I highly recommend it. FSD is more trusted than a human driver. And it's just only going to get better. So thank you for joining me. And gosh, I hope he doesn't stop on these spikes. All right. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe and share with your friends, family. It's very important that you watch all the way through, or at least most of the way through, and comment. Let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this ride. What do you want to see or test the FSD with? Let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you all, and as always, take care and be good, and just be safe. Just be safe on the road. I appreciate you guys. Thanks. Bye.